Donald Trump says he's opening to inviting Volodymyr Zelensky back to the White House, a sign of the warming relations, arguably. It's following 2 weeks of the dramatic Oval Office clash. And Zelensky, the President Zelensky, has released a message of support for the ceasefire plan, saying his country is ready to take that step.
Ukraine accepts this proposal. We consider it positive. We are ready to take such a step, and the United States of America must convince Russia to do so. That is, we agree, and if the Russians agree, the silence will work at that very moment.
Now, Oleksandr Merezhko is the member of the Ukrainian Parliament and chairs its Foreign Affairs Committee, joins me now from Kyiv. Good evening. I'm grateful you've taken the time to join us. Look, let's assume, just for the purposes of this question, that Russia goes along with this ceasefire plan and there is a 30-day pause. That's a major advancement. But of course, as Alex Markot was saying, it doesn't answer the longer-term security questions. What do you now want to know about?
Well, honestly, I'm rather skeptical and cautious about this idea because based on the experience which we had before under the Minsk Accords, under the Minsk agreements, we had around 30 such ceasefires, and each time these ceasefires had been violated by Putin. And this is something which makes me skeptical. On the other hand, I view it as a kind of experiment to see maybe President Trump needs sort of his own experience to realize that Putin cannot be trusted.
Listening to President Trump over the last few weeks, there is a genuine horror at the fighting. Again and again, he talks about the flatlands and the bullets going until they hit a body and the meat grinder. So giving him the benefit of the doubt that he actually just wants to stop the fighting, that might actually be the easy bit compared to the longer-term solution.
Well, we respect the desire of President Trump to stop the Russian aggression. It's extremely important. And for us, it's very difficult to defend ourselves. But again, the key, the solution, and the basic hurdle, the major hurdle is Putin himself. Because to stop the war is very easy. Putin should just withdraw Russian troops from the territory of Ukraine. But I doubt that he will do it without pressure and without security guarantees for Ukraine.
So what are you prepared, as the parliamentary side of it on the Foreign Affairs Committee, what are you prepared to accept? And I don't mean territorial, because that's really about drawing lines and things like that. I'm talking about whether or not NATO membership is taken off the table, EU membership, the ability to do your own trade and or military deals. What is the committee, what is Parliament prepared to accept, do you think?
The thing is that with regard to NATO and EU membership, this is in our constitution already. We cannot change our constitution. And this is our sovereign right to decide for ourselves whether or not to join any international organization. And again, what is really important is how Putin views the deterrent, what can deter him in his mind. And so far, we understand that the only reliable deterrent in the eyes of Putin is NATO membership for Ukraine. Right. As for other security guarantees, I'm not so sure.
I'm grateful. We'll talk more. Thank you for joining us tonight to put it into perspective. Thank you.